Они это делали, вот наиболее такие жесткие и яркие вещи, без всякой санкции Совета Безопасности ООН. Вот Югославию бомбили. Под каким предлогом? Что санкции Совета Безопасности, что ли? Где Югославия, где США? Уничтожили страну. Да, там внутренний конфликт, там свои проблемы. Но кто дал право наносить удары по европейской столице? Никто. Просто так и решили. А сателлиты за ними бежали сзади и подтягивали. Вот и все международное право. А под каким предлогом вошли в Ирак? Разработка оружия массового уничтожения в Ираке. Зашли, страну разрушили, создали очаг международного терроризма, а потом выяснилось, что ошиблись. Потом сказали, нас разведка подвела. Ничего себе. Страну разрушили, разведка подвела. И все. И все объяснение. Оказывается, не было там никакого оружия массового поражения. Никто не готовил. Наоборот, когда-то было все как положено, уничтожили. А в Сирию когда шли? Что, санкции Совета Безопасности? Что хотят, то и делают. Но то, что они сейчас делают на территории Украины, или пытаются делать, или планируют делать, это же не за 1000 километров от нашей национальной границы. Это у порога нашего дома. И они должны понять, что нам просто некуда дальше отступать.
And this Russia has grown now to a position where it is so powerful. Let us remind you, if you need to be reminded, that in the same way that the United States expresses concern for its own security and would not allow Cuba to have nuclear missiles that could reach the United States, similarly, Russia has to be recognized to have a right to protect its own security. It is a superpower. It's the most powerful military power in the world today. And so that is the moral argument and the political argument. For those who say, no, Ukraine has the right to do what Ukraine wants to do. Well, fine. You cross the red line and you see what's going to happen. Russia is not going to back down. This is the first point I want to mention to you. So if these fools with a capital F in NATO decides to continue on this foolish path, they will take mankind to nuclear war, and they're the ones to be blamed for it. The second point I want to make is that Russia is attempting to change its strategic environment in such a way that the grave threat to Russian security can be diminished. And for this reason, Russia has amassed more than 100,000 troops, Russian troops, and all the hardware you need, all the military supplies you need for war, on the Ukrainian border, the border between Ukraine and Russia. Will Russia invade Ukraine? No. I don't think Russia is so foolish, unless, of course, somebody wants to force a war, and somebody causes the fireworks to start. There are always those who want to get war, but most importantly, a psychological message. And eventually that message will reach the hearts of the Ukrainian people. You cannot be a Ukraine next door to Russia and adopt this position of hostility and posing a grave, grave, grave danger to Russian security. That is not possible. So you will find eventually, I believe, that this Russian show of force, that's what it is, a show of force, will have the effect of bringing about a change in the strategic environment, particularly in terms of psychological change in the hearts of the Ukrainian people. So you can relax. I don't believe there's going to be a nuclear war. between Russia and Ukraine. But keep watching, because they are provoking war. They're trying to get Russia to launch a war. That's what they want, but Russia is not that stupid. What is very sad, Turkey is in NATO and remaining in NATO. But also, Turkey is building fraternal relations with Russia. At the same time, while you're doing that, you act in such a provocative way. You are arming, you're selling weapons to Ukraine, you're supporting Ukraine against Russia. Why is Turkey behaving in such a reckless way? Is there nobody who can teach a lesson to this reckless man who is ruling over Turkey and who wants the world of Islam to recognize him as a leader of the world of Islam? This man is recklessly misguided, and if he continues on this path, just remember that if war with Russia does start, the NATO missiles will fly from Turkey first of all against Russia. That NATO will ensure that the first missiles fly from Turkey, because when that happens, Turkey will be at war with Russia. But the foolish people who are ruling over Turkey don't realize that. Once Turkey is at war with Russia, Turkey will be destroyed. Once Turkey is at war with Russia, listen to me, the Turkish armed forces will be destroyed. And that is when the prophecy of Nabi Muhammad alaihi sallam will be fulfilled. That a Muslim army will then conquer Constantinople, because the Turkish armed forces have been destroyed. And when we conquer Constantinople, our Prophet, Allah's blessings be upon him, praised the army and praised the commander. And so when we conquer Constantinople, inshallah, we will return Hagia Sophia to those to whom it rightfully belongs. And that would be the catalyst which will cement the alliance between the Ummah of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam and the Ummah of Nabi Isa alayhi salam. And these two coming in alliance will then complement the alliance between Russia and China, which pose today the greatest threat, the greatest obstacle to the Zionist rule over the whole world, and therefore to Dajjal wanting to rule the world from Jerusalem.